All Excess with Danny Zalesko and Tim Richards.
So the podcast is named after the book because our plan is to either come up with some new adventure stories with new people. Mainly, we're going to talk to people who are in the book, but there'll be people we talk to who aren't. You know how you're going to find out how you're in here in a very funny way. But we gotta talk about. I want to talk about who you are and about ATI and later adventures. But I want to. The early story is your hand that you didn't even know about of how you were involved in my early bookings.
Did I book bands? I didn't know that.
You know, once upon a time, you sure did.
Okay.
And I don't even know. I mean, we don't need to do the exhaustive version of it, but I have no idea how it started for you. So I mean, it'll be interesting for me to hear.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up in Dayton, Ohio, and I was not from a wealthy family. And I found out when I was 15 years old that I could make $5 by booking a band. So I started booking bands. And then I went to Ohio State, and I found out you could make a lot more than that by booking 50 bands. And we proceeded to start an agency, I did, at that time, that booked Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. We started booking piano players and stuff. I had 2 or 3 guys that worked for me in those days. And we tied up all the party houses to kill the competition. And so if you wanted a band, you either bought it from us and got a party house at one price, or if you wanted to buy it from somebody else, good luck. Your party house price just tripled.
Nice.
That's how
you corner the market.
Right. And I promoted a little bit, but that was never something I enjoyed as much. I then quit for a year. I was in a club that I owned in Columbus when I went to Ohio State called the Sugar Shack. And that's where I found Bob Seger. And it turned out a guy called me and he said to me, what are you doing? I said, nothing. I just quit. I was working in retail for a year. It's not me. I'm back doing what I want to do. He said, why don't you come to work for us in New York? He was working in a company called Action Talents. And I said, oh, that'll be fun. What else I got to do? You haven't got the money you owe me, so what the heck? It was only like a couple $100. So I went to New York, and I had on a pair of brogue shoes and a Glen Plaid suit, and they were paying me $150 a week. And if you got to go to Tad's Steakhouse once a week, you were a star because that was $1.29 steak.